Have I ever mentioned how much I hate raccoons? Today I thought I'd give a brief update on the Owatonna Mustang 330 skid steer that I worked on last winter. As you might recall, if you watched that video series, I put a Kawasaki liquid-cooled fuel-injected engine in this old skid steer, and I had the opportunity to use it a little bit this summer, and it worked out pretty well. I did end up buying some new skid steer tires for it. It's got pretty good power. I did some digging with it once, and overall I'm pretty pleased with it, but it needs a little bit of maintenance, so I'm going to get it in here now and do a little bit of work on it. And I knew it needed this last year, but I was anxious to get it out and see how this new engine worked. But the seal on this axle is leaking. As you can see, there's I've had it sitting in the shop here for a couple of weeks now, and you can see where it's been leaking there. The other axle on this side actually got some bearings. The axle wiggles a little bit. I need to take that off. I think there's a bearing going bad in that. Not a huge deal, but something that needs a little attention. I'll walk around to the other side here. There's another fluid leak here. The ram on this side of the boom is leaking. For one thing, the packing is bad here on the end of the ram. That needs to be repacked. Also, I did notice once that on the tube on this ram, somewhere in the bottom in there, there's actually a pinhole that fluid is leaking out of. So I need to weld that up. But otherwise, it's working pretty good. The only real complication was, while I had this sitting in my shed for the first part of this winter, I had this sitting in my machine shed while I was had the H in here working on it, and at some point in there, the damned raccoons decided to climb over it and eat the seat and tear off the pre-cleaner on the air cleaner on this thing and tear it to pieces. And also, if you can see it, the little bastards pulled the cap off the spark plug wire and chewed that off. So yeah, I don't like raccoons. I hated the little bastards when I was milking cows. They'd get into everything. They'd come in and tear open the bags of calf feed and milk replacer, and basically anything like that you had to keep locked in metal garbage cans. Yeah. Some people think they're cute, but yeah, I hate the little bastards. But anyway, I need to do a little maintenance on this. Overall, I'm really happy with the way it worked out. But yeah, we'll do some work on this, but I'm not in a big hurry. I'll put her around in this. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have in the next couple of weeks, because as it happens, I did make another machinery purchase yesterday. So like most of the machinery I buy, it needs a little work. So we'll be going on another exciting adventure here in a couple days. So stay tuned for that. It should be interesting, but I'll post again on that in a couple of days and do the big reveal on my new purchase. But until then, have a good day.
Daddy's all right. They just